Or are you just kind of waiting for Gabe to get back?
No, I imagine we're trying to take care of this while they're taking care of that.
Oh, yeah, the dead body.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, we got back to the alleyway, and Jose and Erika are just playing like Pokemon Go together.
Trying to make the dead body a Pokestop.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Pokestop with the corpse in the alleyway.
Hi, there's so many ghost types around here right now.
Would Erica know about Pokemon? Just for me. This doesn't have to be a thing. Just for me. Does Erica know about Pokemon?
Yes, but she thinks they're all Pikachu.
Wonderful. Amazing.
Okay, so... Hello, welcome to Show Some Initiative. I'm Julian, your storyteller.
Hi, I'm James, and I play Jose.
Hi, I'm Cookie, and I play Patrick.
I'm Nick, and I play Danny.
I'm Phil, I play Gabe.
I'm Sean, I play Theodore.
Hello, I am Tori. I play Erica.
Last session, I believe Patrick sent out a text to everyone stating that he found a dead body that was murdered in a very similar fashion to the one that he and Danny had found when searching for this purple cloaked figure.
I took pictures, but I did not send them.
Smart. I guess everyone gets this text at roughly at the same time, and you check your phones.
I don't imagine that Jose and Erica's thing would have taken maybe as long as Danny and Theo's. Maybe they've gotten to Patrick pretty early?
Yeah, I think so. I think Jose is immediately like, oh, fuck. This means someone is getting desperate, and that means the situation can go bad quickly if we don't deal with it right. So he's just trying to get there as fast as he possibly can.
To the location of the murder?
Yeah, are you guys meeting up there then?
Yeah, I think Jose and Erica would definitely want to head there, because the assassin and the medical professional, that makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gabe too.
Yeah. And I think maybe Scheme Boys can drop in later if your thing took longer, because I think a kidnapping might.
We did quite a lot, yeah. We did the kidnapping, and then we did all like faking documents and like all like that would have taken a while. So yeah, we definitely would show up last, at the very least.
Okay, so I guess until they get there, what do you guys want to do? Because you would have, I would give you a few hours.
I think Patrick's first concern is he's gonna wait for like someone to arrive before he starts trying to track to see if like he can find any blood splatters and stuff, because he can do that better as Catrick than Patrick, but he doesn't want to just have a mountain lion there without anyone to like check the alleyways to make sure no one comes in.
I thought you were going to say like just without someone there to give plausible deniability, like, oh, that's my mountain lion, don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Ignore the torn up body. This is my pet mountain lion. They're completely unrelated.
we just put Mountain Lion Patrick on a leash. Be like, this is not a mountain lion. This is just my Great Dane.
It's a weird dog.
What's wrong with your dog?
He just eats really well. I think Gabe's probably gonna show up pretty quickly, since he's also gonna, like, he and Patrick were doing the same thing, and it makes sense that he would be quick to show up.
Patrick's gonna be waiting like a little bit into the alley, just to like not visible from the street, but so he can keep an eye out for anyone approaching. And so when he sees Gabe start to like come in, he like flags him down and says, Reverend, you might wanna steel yourself before going in. It's not a pretty sight.
I appreciate it. Gotta say, when I say that you give me something to think about tonight, this isn't what I was imagining, but...
Yeah, me neither. And I, like, motion with my head for Gabe to follow me.
So what are we looking at here?
like last night, if you can see, the body has been turned out from here to here. Like Patrick like shows where the cut has been made in the corpse, and like as you can see, there's little to no blood. So it means that whoever did this like drained them right after. I wanted to check for tracks or a scent nearby this can have been done. Can I make a medicine check to see if I can tell like how long ago the blood was? Like how old the corpse is?
Okay, I would say intelligence and medicine for sure.
Okay, that's three dots. I can't do this, gang.
And at the same time, can Gabe do investigation just to see if there's anything else around besides just the body and the blood?
Yeah, perception and investigation.
That's one success, but it's a 10. So it's gotta
One
get
success.
something.
At least it's not Scion where
I will,
pops.
yeah, I know, but I will spend a willpower to make it 2.
It's 3 successes for Gabe on the investigation.
Okay, so Patrick, with your 2 successes, Patrick, you are able to sit down and look at the body and place the murder sometime shortly after the last corpse, so no more than like a day max.
Okay,
And it's a
so
little weird that no one's seen it by now, but then again, this seems to be a not very frequented alleyway. There's not even like a dumpster or any place to hide it. It's just kind of there. Gabe, with your 3 successes for investigation, you notice that the place where this corpse is very close to the place where you believe Amelia's house or apartment to be. And you notice that the kindred who drained the body, it looks like this person tried to put up a bit of a fight because there are like claw marks along the edges. Nothing too bad. They did try, but it didn't last long. You do notice, however, a torn piece of purple fabric like clutched in their hand.
Well, we may have a suspect then.
Yeah, I was expecting that. It's the exact same method as last night. It seems that it also happened around last night. Judging by the body, it's already cold. It's been like at least a day since it's been killed, but it wouldn't make sense for it to have happened earlier, so I think we can squarely place it to last night. And by the route, I'm assuming you've also noticed this is near your sire's residence. So
Yep,
this is probably
that is.
a bit after the body we found first. Seems like one wasn't enough to keep them going.
That's a lot of blood.
Yes.
If one wasn't enough, and that's 2 fully drained folks.
The thing is, I don't think they got to like truly fully drain them. This is not exactly. I know you don't feed the usual way, Reverend, but this is not exactly efficient in feeding. It's sure as hell quick, but as you can see, and Patrick like points to the walls, like there's a lot of blood that's being lost. Actually, I wanted to ask if you could maybe keep an eye out. I want to try and see if like I can catch anything. Is
Certainly.
there? It's too bad that there's nothing to catch the scent of, though. Can't say I remember exactly from last night.
Should we try to move this body first? Just to keep it out of sight?
What I'm about to do is probably also not something we want people to see, so I think it can wait until after that.
Alright. One relevant thing. I found this little bit of a cloth.
Oh, that seems to be from the assailant. I could probably get a scent from that.
Alright.
Keep a lookout and let me know if try to dissuade people from coming in if you see someone coming.
Will do.
That's a good spot to stand on, and Patrick like points him to where he was standing to not be super noticeable.
Just like at the edge of the alleyway.
Yeah. but like
Okay.
not outside, so people don't like see you like just
Right.
waiting outside an alley.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he's gonna take his post there then.
Yeah, Catrick spends a blood point and goes. I'm going cat, and I turn into a mountain lion. Can I take a tracking survival check to see if I can find? Like I want to see if I can find any scent from the cloak, anything like any tracks that I can find from the blood stains, like anything.
Absolutely. I would give you then, or I'll ask you to please do a perception and survival subclass tracking, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Since you have a piece of the cloth, it will be a normal ob. And I will also need you to please roll a Dex plus Stealth.
Okay.
And from Gabe, can I please get Perception and Alertness?
You certainly may.
This is the Dex plus Stealth. That's 4 successes.
Gabe got 3 successes on perception alertness.
That is 4 successes for tracking.
Okay, so then starting with Patrick, you are able to scout out and do a good job of staying to the shadows. Sniffing this purple fabric, you do catch a scent. Granted, it's lost a little bit of its pungency since it's been about a day, but you're able to follow. First off, you notice that from the previous one, where they had blood tracks that ran and then just stopped with no explanation. This one, it seems to run and keep going. The blood eventually falls off like the shoes. It doesn't leave any marks anymore, but you are able to follow the scent, and it does confirm that it's going steadily towards Amelia's apartment. You're able to follow it for several blocks. And you are doing an excellent job of like staying to the rooftop, staying to the shadows and the alleyways. No one sees you. And then Gabe, back with your 3 successes, you are guarding the body, and you notice after just kind of sitting there, settling down, that you see a man who looks oddly familiar. You can't quite place him, who's also wandering down the street, other side, not on your side. But he looks as though he's trying to be like you, where he's trying to stay inconspicuous.
Oh.
Am I positioned in such a way that he'd be able to see me? I assume so, since I can see him.
At the moment, yes, but you, I'm assuming, are going to do a pretty good job of just looking like, you're texting or something or waiting for someone.
Yeah, I think Gabe's gonna pull a little bit further into the alleyway, and yeah, I guess there isn't really anything he can do. He's not like he can pull out a broom trying to sweep or something. Just kind of try to pull further back into the shadows and
Try to keep tabs on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I get a Dex plus Stealth then? Just easy ob, nothing too special.
One success.
One success? You managed to do it. You pull back a little bit more. You can see him. He assumedly can't see you now. I'll say shortly after you wait and you see this man continue to walk down, you do notice at one point he stops, glances, looks across the street in your general direction, and just keeps going. If you weren't looking at him, you could easily see, you would have easily mistaken it as he was just checking what street he's on or something like that.
He didn't seem to change his behavior after he looked down the alleyway.
You do notice he started walking slower, maybe acting a little bit more shifty, but nothing like, oh, he's going to sprint across the street. He's trying to be subtle about something.
And you said I almost remember or almost recognize the face or something?
He looks familiar, yeah. You can't quite place it, but it's one of those kind of, I guess, deja vu.
Is there any way I can roll to rack my brains?
Then we'll go with, please roll for me intelligence and wits, just to see if you can remember where this guy is from.
And is it ob 6?
Since you can't quite place it, we're just gonna bump it up to 7.
Okay.
Not the end of the world.
It's 4 successes. Fuck.
Four
That's 4
successes.
10s.
Damn.
Holy
Thank
shit.
goodness this isn't Scion.
Okay.
Memory has been jogged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third eye wide open.
The reason it's been jogged is because you remember this guy. It finally clicks. He's the one who tried to shoot at you during the bar fight. It finally settles
Awesome.
into place. And at that point, you see two figures coming down the street towards you. You quickly recognize them to be Jose and Erica.
Okay, great.
I love being an unsuspecting kindred. We don't even want to
Yeah,
take
can I
weapons.
pull up my phone and quickly group text, like, or J&E Hunter watching?
I'd say yes, you can text that for sure. I guess Jose and Erica, would either of you be actively checking your phone?
I think Jose is like keeping their hand on the phone for any updates.
Yeah, so you get it, yeah. You see this message.
Patrick's cat pants buzz with a text message.
Yeah, what happens with your
Cat pants.
stuff when you become a cat? Is it just like morphed into your body?
Druid rules. I get to decide whether they
Okay,
drop,
it's like D&D druids,
I
okay.
hulk out, or they become part of me.
Okay.
And they become part of me.
Jose's gonna like act like he's just speeding up a little bit so he can like face Erica and kind of walk backwards to get like a reasonable reason to get like a 360 view of the street he's on. Just like keeping an eye out for anyone he would think would be the hunter in this scenario.
Okay, could you give me perception and alertness then? Alertness.
2 successes.
With 2 successes, you're able to, scanning through what few people are out at like 4 in the fucking morning. You see this stranger who's kind of skulking. He looks like he's trying to be not suspicious, and if you hadn't had a heads up, you might not have really caught on to that. But you notice he's just kind of, standing there, checking his phone, and you look at your friend Gabe, who's standing there, checking his phone, granted deeper in the alleyway. So it's a little less obvious, but you know.
Aye, millennials these days. Kids these days can't get up their phones.
Does this seem like this guy's keeping an eye on Gabe? It is Gabe, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the right game, yes.
Yes, right, Gabe. Looking at him, it's not so much that he's watching Gabe, it's that he seems to be waiting for the alley to maybe be unoccupied, but after waiting a few minutes more as you guys are approaching, he seems to cut his losses and slowly start walking again.
So is this guy like fucking off, or is he still like hanging around a bit?
You catch him ducking into a nearby bar. Okay, so you see this stranger, or I guess not stranger, hunter, duck into the bar, and your friends, Gabe, approach you. So that is now 2/3 of the group together. You haven't gotten a response from Danny or Theo, which, knowing the two of them, a bit of a red flag.
Yeah, it's kind of worrying. Does Catrick come back?
I'd say, yeah, by now you would have time. Unless you want to investigate further, that I'd say you have a confirmation that this person was heading toward, or this kindred was heading towards Emilia's.
Patrick doesn't want to... I think Patrick is wary, especially in the city, of like, he knows how bad it can get when you trespass on another kindred's like domain from stuff in Oregon. So he's just like being like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna buck up. Not gonna do this on my own. He may be stupid, but he's not stupid. So yeah, he comes back. I think you see if Jose and Erica like walk into the alleyway, they see like just Catrick slinking back in at that point.
Hi, it's been an eventful one, has it?
Apparently so. Someone's been busy. within the last day, as far as we can tell so far. I'm a little concerned about the acquaintance that I warned you about. He was definitely one of the ones who was at that shootout at the last resort. When do you want to come back me up? I think I want to deal with this. Non-violently, mind you.
I think at that, Catrick, like, you see from behind Gabe, like, Catrick's form starts to grow into Patrick. And it is... How tall is Gabe? Because I think Patrick is, like, a good head taller than him, right?
Probably. Is that a thing that's listed in character sheets? That when I made this character sheet however long ago? Let's see. He is 5'9".
Yes, Patrick is definitely taller than you. Not a head taller, but taller.
He's definitely over 6 foot.
Yeah, he's like 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, like, from behind Gabe, just like Patrick's silhouette grows. Yeah, I'll back you up, Reverend. You know, in case things get ugly, I could just stay quiet if you want me to.
All right. Yeah. I'd say follow my lead.
All right, sounds good enough.
I'll try my way first. If that doesn't work, then you can try your way.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, there were 2 survivors of the bar incident. One of them is Isaac, and the other is the one Danny let go. So we can't kill this guy.
Yeah,
That's not my intention. Trust me.
Yeah, don't worry. I had that in mind. Thank you for the reminder, though.
Mm-hmm.
Gives Sose a nod.
It might be best of us not to crowd around him, though. Should some of us be keeping our way a little back about the bar or outside?
Erica, you should help me dispose of some evidence.
Also, I'd like, Doctor, if you could take a look at the body. I think I placed the time of death around yesterday, but, you know, I'd like a professional opinion.
Or, of course.
Patrick nods and then looks to Gabe.
Ready?
So, yep. He makes sure, okay. Yeah. He just walks behind Gabe.
Yes, yeah. So Gabe's gonna like walk out into the street, and he's gonna like start loudly joking, like, "Ha, you're kidding me, man? That's crazy." And just like say bullshit and like really loudly, like he's drunk, basically.
Patrick, like, for a second, I think just turns to look at Gabe like, is this what we're doing?
The drunk reverend routine.
The
You know.
classic drunk reverend routine.
Well, I've
drunk,
known
but-
some reverends in my day.
Not drunk, but like a little bit
Tipsy,
you know,
yeah.
rowdy.
He's had some fun.
Right.
Yeah, Patrick, I think, looks at Gabe just like fucking incredulous, and then proceeds to awkwardly try to play along. I don't think this is Patrick's forte at all.
I would say then, could I please get charisma and expression? Or no, because expression is for like painting and stuff, I believe.
Performance.
Would it be performance?
Performance, yes.
Empathy?
I have one done in performance because circus work.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Is that from both of us?
Yes, from both of you. I think since, Gabe, since you're leading the way here, your ob will be 5 as opposed to 6.
So you said it's charisma performance?
Charisma and performance.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah.
The rich get richer. Gabe with his fucking 8 dot roll gets a 5, and I get a 6 with my 3 dots. One success.
7 successes.
Patrick, you'd probably be the designated driver in this situation with how you're acting, but A for effort. But you enter this bar, and first off, right off the bat, it seems way different than what you've seen at the last resort. Has Gabe or Patrick, have either of you been to a lot of bars, period?
Yeah, Gabe's been to some bars, yeah.
Patrick hasn't in 15 years, but he used to go to bars pretty regularly.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't have gone there like regularly, but he'd like go out with friends every now and then.
That's fair.
Patrick had a full like two nights a week hang out with friends at bars. So like, he was a regular at a place.
Yeah. Gabe would not have been a regular, but he's been to bars more recently than Patrick, probably. Definitely.
We've both been to the Last Resort.
Well, okay, besides that. And to bars to drink as not kindred.
Then I would say you guys are familiar with the bar atmosphere of kind of relaxed, just people having fun. There's kind of a dance floor. It's pretty, I want to say dead at 4 a.m., but the thing is that it's like drunk people just trying their best to dance, but it's funny. It's not good, but it's funny.
I'd like to just do a quick sweep of the room, really not being obvious at all, to see if I can see if this guy's here.
Okay, to kind of subtly look, I want to put this under, would it be appearance and stealth? Because this is like a social stealth thing. Because it's not like you're hiding. It's like you're just trying to blend in.
Here we go. That's a failure.
With a failure, thankfully everyone here who's drunk doesn't really seem to notice you. And since you're a newbie, you're able to kind of play it off as, just looking for my friend or whatever. But you do see this man. He just took a seat at the bar. His back is to you, thankfully. And he's just kind of hanging out. It's not like he's talking with anyone at the moment. He's kind of being a loner.
I think Gabe's going to kind of signal quickly to Patrick to go on the other side, and he's just going to plop down next to the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, Patrick sits at the end of a bar on the other side, to keep an eye on them, but not be growling the guy.
Chaperone.
Yeah, chaperoning.
Okay, so then let's go, I guess, to Jose and Erica, who are outside. Do you guys have any plans for what you are doing? Or are you just kind of waiting for Gabe to get back?
No, I imagine we're trying to take care of this while they're taking care of that.
Oh, yeah, the dead body.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, we got back to the alleyway, and Jose and Erica are just playing Pokemon Go together.
Trying to make the dead body a Pokestop.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Pokestop with the corpse in the alleyway.
Hey, there's so many ghost types around here right now.
Would Erica know about Pokemon? Just for me. This doesn't have to be a thing. Just for me. Does Erica know about Pokemon?
Yes, but she thinks they're all Pikachu.
Wonderful.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Okay, so what are you guys planning to do with this dead body?
Erica was going to check, try and get more specifics on how long it had been, right? Or do we still want to do that?
Yeah, just kind of a quick autopsy with our limited resources.
Okay, then intelligence and medicine for me, please.
Then Jose is going to try to figure out as much about the attack, based on the injuries and the blood spatters as he can, if that's at all possible.
Yes, I would put that under intelligence and investigation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Also, Rip Erica. F.
Rip Erica.
For the record, what did you get on your roll, Erica?
To investigate the time of death, Erica got a failure. I'll bring that up to... Wait. Oh, I guess I'll just leave it at a failure. Because one... What did Patrick roll earlier? Not much better, so... Botch means bad things happen. Failure is just
botch is bad things happen. Failure is she just didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better luck next time, kid.
Then I got 2 successes with my intelligence and investigation.
Okay, so I'll say, Jose, you step up to bat and look at this crime scene. You can tell that it seems the kindred attacking use their, kindred powers of rip, tear, fang, unholy strength, whatever. Maybe not like potence or fortitude, Nothing like that strong, but just vampires are a step above the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of there was no weapon on the kindred side. However, on the human side, it looks like they did try to fend it off with a pocket knife that you find nearby. And that's how they also probably managed to cut off a bit of the cloak. But looking at it, it all lines up of, attack from behind that eventually led to a fight from the front. Mm-hmm. The person very quickly lost, had all their blood slurped, and then the kindred ran off.
Can I follow up with intelligence and brawl just to see if I can figure out the intention of the vampire attacking based off of
Absolutely.
all the follow-up evidence? Yeah. 3 successes.
With 3 successes, you are able to place down. It seems like they were hungry. It's not malicious. It's not, you have information. It's not very well thought out. And you can especially tell that from kind of how sudden and dirty, I guess, for lack of a better word, the tears on the body are.
Yeah, Jose will just pocket the pocket knife and get to work on. I'm just trying to figure out what would be a good way of hiding this body.
Understandable.
The morbid thought I have is, considering this came right after the Erica and Jose scene, Jose does have a big gym bag full of cutting implements that could easily hide other things.
I see.
Alternatively, Eric. Erica could use her flesh manipulation stuff to. These hand motions are terrible. To make it look less like a kindred attack and like a different kind of accident.
Oh, okay, that's much better than what I was thinking.
What did you think? Weekend at Bernie's?
No, it's worse. I thought that he was talking about making it basically like a little self-contained flesh box so you could store it away.
I think it makes more sense for Erica to try to use flesh sculpting to see if we can't make this more look like a botched mugging or something.
Mm-hmm. Just get rid of the big rips and tears at least.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 100% down with that.
Okay.
Please review for me what you need to do to activate your Samisi power, your flesh crafting.
Okay, so I spend a blood point and roll dexterity and medicine?
Yeah, I'm feeling dexterity and medicine here.
Okay.
And then are you wanting how precise are you wanting this then?
So she's not trying to heal the body, just to take away the larger rips in the flesh to make them look, I guess, more knife-like, or just that it could potentially have been done by a human.
Mm-hmm.
Or a mountain lion on the streets.
No, that's Tristan's problem to deal with.
Then I think if this is just loose, probably closer to 7. Do we think that that's fair?
Could I help maybe reduce that odd based off the stuff I know about how defensive injuries look?
I would say then we would start with Jose's intelligence and brawl.
Cool.
And go from there.
Okay. That is a
Successes.
1. I'm also going to burn a willpower to bump that up to 2.
Okay. With 2, you'd be able to reduce that ob for sure down to 6. So yeah, standard ob.
Okay, so that's 2 successes for Erica. May I please use my willpower to bump it up to a 3?
Yes, you may. Okay. So, with 6 successes, you are. Oh wait, no, not 6. 3. With 3 successes, you are able to successfully, with Jose's help and coaching, make this look pretty convincingly like a botched knife fight or something along those lines.
Actually, Jose's going to slip that pocket knife back into the guy's hand to make it look like he died mid-fight. At the very least, or somewhere nearby.
That definitely helps.
See, this is what you do when you have the skills to change something. Me and Nick just throw a body in the sewer. That's the way to do it. Much less rolls required.
Listen, Danny was making sure they were swimming with the fishes.
If there are fishes in the sewer,
Thank you, Tori.
I'm a little concerned.
Swimming with the nasty fishes.
Those nasty fishes. You know they're into just a weird shit.
And to be fair, not everyone can dig their way into the sewer system with claws they can summon.
Shit, you're right.
Technicalities.
Okay. So you're able to successfully not dispose of the body, but definitely make it look more believable. I think at this point, Danny and Theo, you guys would have read the text. Danny, are you there?
Yeah, I mean, we get the text, so I assume, like, as soon as Danny sees the text, he's like, fuck, right? You know, when he sees, like, how long ago it was, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, him and Theo basically immediately head out.
Finally, we're joining the scene.
Yeah, Danny is bringing Bruce.
Hell yeah.
I will say, I think Patrick has been keeping... Since he's at the bar, he just doesn't want to sit at the bar doing nothing. So he's been, like, keeping people updated on his phone. Just basically telling, like, Gabe and I found a guy. And just for the, like, for Danny's and Theo's benefit, because, like, he didn't see them yet. It's one of the... It's the escaped hunter from the shootout. We're just gonna send those 2 things.
And just so I keep it straight, I guess 2 questions. One, is this the hunter that...
Then he knocked out, threw in a trash can, and then
yes.
ran away.
So,
yes.
Is Gabe aware that this is the guy that...
He should be.
Okay.
Jose explicitly said it, yeah.
With Danny's whole backstory thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he explained that that's why
Okay.
he let the guy go.
Yeah, so he sends the knowledge that they saw the fucking guy.
And that
Right.
Gabe and Patrick are on it.
Yeah, like, so immediately, right, like, Danny, like, it floods, like, the chat, like, you know, what, where, like, when, what are you doing, what's, like, you know, like, just like a million messages of, like, trying to get every piece of information he can.
Patrick is ordering a beer, so his phone is down. No answer for a bit.
Yeah, you don't
that's
want to
fucking-
seem desperate.
Don't want to double text.
It's fucking agonizing.
You gotta face this out, you know?
I think eventually Patrick does, like, when Patrick looks at his phone, he sends. Found him at the alleyway. Jose and Eric are there. They'll let you know more, just so that he doesn't, like, just fully expand on, like, kindred shit on the group chat.
Yeah, no, Danny fucking, like, gets Bruce and fucking Theo into the car and puts the goddamn pedal to the metal to get to the alleyway then.
Is that a drive check then?
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
No.
Dex plus
Oh,
drive,
boy.
my dude.
Is the
Theo-
ABA increased for having an excited
Oh my
dog in the
God.
car?
Would you say? I think you have Bruce on a pretty tight leash. Puns kind of intended there.
Okay, three successes.
I don't die.
Yeah, Theo doesn't die.
And neither does the dog.
Neither does the dog. I mean, to be fair, Theo's already dead.
Is Theo like holding the handlebar up at the top of the on the roof of the car?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I said, to be fair, I sincerely doubt a car crash would kill a kindred, but
True.
Okay, so you're able to drive there safely and quickly. You know where the cops are most likely hanging out at like 4 or 5 in the morning. So you're able to get there and avoid them. And you quickly run up and are greeted by your friends.
Yeah, so it's okay. So he said that Patrick and Gabe are on the guy. So then
Fellas.
Gabe and
Jose and Erica are.
no, excuse me. Yeah, Jose and Erica are at the scene. So he like Danny like fucking because of her like almost like half runs right. So anyway, he basically imagine it's literally like he pulls up, rips the keys out of the ignition, and just slams the door behind him as he like runs up, right?
Theo's just sitting there gripping the door handle for like white knuckled.
Yeah, you didn't think you could get motion sick as a kindred.
Yeah. I don't think he's felt it that much while being mortal. He's just like, what?
And yeah, he like looks over, he like looks at the two of them. Where is he? What's going on? What's happened?
Why, stay calm, lad. It's gonna be all right. He's just in the bar across the street. Pastor Gabe and Patrick are looking after him, or at least looking for him.
So he's just kind of like, okay.
All right, calm down, buddy.
So is there like a plan for that, or are they just kind of winging it, or what the fuck's happening?
Supposedly the Reverend has a plan.
Fuck. Okay. Okay.
Wonderful.
I believe the good word of the Lord is going to be involved, and yeah.
Gabe's handling my life right now. Okay. All right.
Could be worse.
Fuck. I think I've had a couple nightmares about that one, Chief, but I'll try to stay calm.
I know kindreds don't have blood pressure, but if they had, Danny's right now would be through
Those
a
would be fucking
room.
spiked, yeah.
Well, at least you know when Gabe's handling things, there aren't people ending up dead. Anyway.
Danny is so stressed, his blood has actually started moving again.
Oh yeah, you unknowingly made yourself start sweating again, and there's like a little bit of red on your clothes. It's very disgusting.
Here, just pet Bruce for a bit. Just
Yeah, Bruce now
know-
doubles as your therapy dog.
Yeah, okay,
Just
come here,
breathe.
boy.
I
Come here,
don't
boy.
know.
And yeah, he like kind of like he's like fucking. You see, like Danny's got like 1,000-yard stare, right? As he's like so goddamn worried, right? That he like literally like Bruce like runs over to him and like he's like still saying like he doesn't even like crouch down. He just reaches down and picks up Bruce,
Aww.
right? Like he's like not even thinking, right? It's like he's like as he says like not even looking at him, but he just kind of falls around his eyes. He's like, okay.
It's this
okay,
fucking-
okay.
Probably like 80-pound dog, like it was a puppy.
Yeah, no, effortlessly, right?
Just a real Shaggy holding Scooby-Doo moment.
so
okay.
what happened?
Okay, fuck.
here?
Fuck. I gotta get my mind off this. Okay, there's a body here, right? There's a guy. We're finding guys. Yeah, okay. Okay. Come on, down, Bruce. All
We're
right.
finding guys.
Let's go look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Jose will just be like, kind of walk over and be like, we found him. He was fed on at some point yesterday, which means that must have been in the same time straight that other body was made on the way to Amelia's, which means we now know that's definitely where that person was heading. And they were very hungry after doing all the bullshit they did. Me and Erica have made it look as convincing as possible that this was just a mugging gone wrong, which isn't uncharacteristic of this neighborhood. And that's our play, really. Seemed too desperate to be malicious, so more carelessness than cruelty.
So
So
It's
it's in
gotta-
line with the stuff we found. Okay. Damn. If they're jumping around or doing whatever they did before, then it'd probably be hard. But I mean, it's worth a shot. And he brings Bruce forward, and we'll try to see if he can sniff out some kind of scent.
Okay.
We do have the. Good.
Patrick already traced the scent, so there's really no need.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha.
he said,
So
Yeah.
what do we have to go? Where do we go from here then?
Not a lot, because we know the place they went was Amelia Laurel's apartment building.
Okay, so unless we're trying to storm her place, not really much to go on there. Got it. Well, actually, shit. I mean, if we can't do much here, I guess that's it. But we should talk about what we were doing before we got here.
Right.
We were, me and Theo were setting up the frame job. You know, the whole idea we had of setting up Amelia as being a traitor working with the Sabbat.
Yeah. We've got we got some digital trails. We've got witness. You know, there might be some stuff that we might want you to check over a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jose. Theo, as a hacker, great, amazing, right? Set all that stuff up. It looks real convincing.
Oh,
Here's
good
the problem.
work, lad.
Here's the problem. Neither of us are money people. We don't know jack shit about what like the basic expenses of getting the shit through would be, and wires and such. So we were hoping that you could take a look at that since you got a bit more business sense.
Yeah, there's some things I can set up. Where'd you find this Sabbat asshole?
Plucked him from a warehouse on the south side.
Which warehouse? This could be important for setting this up.
The one off West Downing Street. You know, the one with the, the one it's got like the it's got the old like rust out sign. You can't really read what it says anymore, plastered on it.
Checks out. I can work with that.
Why, what do you mean by, like, plucked? Did you make a good acquaintance?
We took him.
Oh, you took him, did you?
Good old
Like out to
kidnapping,
lunch?
Is, I think would be the
Yeah,
word.
they took it
Doc.
out for ice cream.
We put a bag over his head, threw him in the car, and told him that if he wants to live, he's gonna say what we want him to say. Honestly, he got on board with it pretty quick, but most Sabbat newbies are like that. He probably just got jumped in an alleyway and got told he was a vampire one day, so they ain't real loyal typically.
Yeah, probably a typical day by now for him.
I see. You boys were busy tonight.
Honestly, we got pretty lucky. I thought it would take longer to find the Sabbat, but they're basically all in that one warehouse, so rumors got around. You know, lots of people dying around there, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're all in that one warehouse. Jose's like thinking about like a bunch of contacts in his phone of other Sabbat in the city and is just gonna choose to be quiet about that.
So, what are you guys wanting to do with this information?
It'll be easier to fake when I have a view of some stuff at the bar, so we should probably head back that way. I might text one of my employees to go for a walk down this neighborhood at some point during the day today to find the body, but other than that, we just gotta wait and see how Gabe's work plays out.
Yeah, I guess we do, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, find the body?
Like, go for a walk at some point and then discover the body.
No, but which body I'm asking?
The body that we just spent the night making look like a mugging victim.
Oh, this one. Sorry, I thought you were still talking about the kidnapping. I was like, I don't think they killed anyone.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Got confused.
Well, Danny, if it makes you feel any better, it's all in God's hands now. And he will clap Danny on the shoulder and start walking towards his car.
As Danny starts sweating.
Good one.
Danny looks at the bar where Gabe is with a look of utmost despair.
It's like a sitcom right here.
Is that not what this entire campaign has been? Let's be real, Chief.
Hello, it's Sean. I play Theo on Show Some Initiative. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We all really appreciate anyone who's just stopping on by or has been sticking with us for this whole time. This podcast means a lot to us, and it's really cool to know that we have ongoing listeners. Anyways, this is the ad break where instead of having to listen to me talk about some brand, you get to listen to me talk about our socials. As always, you can find us on Twitter at Some Initiative, Instagram at show.some-initiative, Tumblr, show-some-initiative, and our new TikTok, show some initiative, one word. We've been doing clip segments of our show, featuring art that I've drawn, so be sure to check that out. Some exclusive art. Woo. Also, we want to thank tabletopaudio.com for the background music. And you can find Show Some Initiative on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, and YouTube. And we really appreciate any comments that you leave there. That's all from me, and thanks again for listening.
Okay, so, Gabe, are you ready?
I am ready, yes. So, Gabe's gonna plop down next to this guy. Is he gonna do anything about that, or is he just gonna, like, stick to his beer?
He kind of glances at you and goes back to his phone, goes back to his drink.
Hey, do I know you from somewhere? This sounds funny, but, like, I'm sure I've seen you somewhere. Maybe you have, like, a brother or, like, a cousin that you look a lot alike?
The guy shakes his head. No, sir. I'm just me.
Because I'm sure I've seen you somewhere. Maybe it's just me, though. Anyway, how's your night going?
Oh, going fine enough. I didn't expect to be out this late, but here I am.
Well,
how about you?
Some nights like that. I'm a little bit the same way myself. Something came up, though. So, look. Can we cut the crap? I would be honest. I have nothing but the best of intentions for you. And as long as we're calm about this, I promise there's nothing bad gonna happen. And in fact, your life will probably improve.
He scowls at that. I mean, I'm calm. It's your kind that tends to get a little bit, out there. A little bit too hot, ironically enough.
Yeah, well, they're bad folks in all kinds of walks of life. I can't claim responsibility for something bad someone like me has done any more than you can claim responsibility for your next door neighbor who ended up killing their wife because they got too drunk one night. There are bad people around. Can we agree on that?
He nods.
So moving on. I want to hear your story. I mean, I've heard a story. I've heard a story. But I want to hear your story.
He throws back the rest of his drink and motions for another one from the bartender. Well, a few years ago, I was perfectly happy. I never thought I'd be one for traveling or revenge or anything like that. But one night, when I was out with my lovely wife and my daughter, I went to just go pick us up some ice cream, and when I came back, my wife was dead, completely ripped apart. And he shudders. That thing was devouring her. And I think if I hadn't been there, he would have gone after my daughter next. And he starts to tear up. And ever since then, I've been hunting that damn thing down. I don't care how many times he's been trying to save me from myself or whatever the hell he says. He killed what was precious to me. And this is the only way I can think to pay him back.
Simple enough. Matches up with what I've heard. Let me ask you another question. What's going to happen when you find him?
I'll try to kill him as always, and odds are I'll probably fail, but it's not like he can kill me. He never does. So I'll keep doing this until either he gets sick of me and finally does what he has to do, or I win.
And then what?
I can finally go back home without worrying about him and give my daughter all the love and attention she deserves. Hopefully put the past few years behind me.
How old is she now?
She's 4.
When did you see her last?
Oh, I left to come down here maybe about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little more. So, since then.
And are you gone on these business trips often?
Too often.
Now, I don't think you're going to like this part. But let me present you an alternative. I've known a lot of people. I mean, I don't know if you can tell from the get-up, but I'm a pastor. Just had church tonight, in fact. As a pastor, you hear a lot of things. Things people regret doing. Things people know is wrong. Sometimes they don't regret it. But you hear a lot of things. Oftentimes with the tit for tat, the eye for an eye, I mean, you know the expressions. I don't want to be petty with that. People don't feel better. All it is that you're trading one tragedy with another. That makes sense. I don't want to belittle your own experiences. Obviously, you've lived through tragedy. But by taking someone else out of the picture, that's just causing more tragedy in the world. And I mean, look around. Do you think this is a world that deserves more tragedy? Go home. Go be with your daughter. Be a daddy. Raise her to be a good person. Better person than you or any of us. This isn't going to help you.
Okay. With that, could you please give me charisma and empathy to see how well your message resonates with him?
Standard dog.
I think with your appealing to his daughter, it'll lower it to 5.
That's 3 successes.
With 3 successes, he pauses, considering your speech for a moment. I know that you're right, and the worst part is thinking that something like you can be right. I always thought, from what I've learned, your kind don't feel. But I don't know. Is it so wrong to ask for at least a fucking apology?
No. No, it's not. I think you might be able to get one. I just want to make sure everyone's civil. And I have one other offer. I won't do it unless you ask me to. But I might be able to make you forget her. Or at least some of it. If you think that would help. Everyone has their own way of dealing with things. I suggest that if you haven't, you ought to see someone, because you can't let this keep inside. You gotta let it out. You gotta talk to people, especially professionals. But if you want to take the edge off,
dirty bitch.
I can see what I can do to blur some memories.
He gets really rigid at that and kind of glances at you. How do I know that you won't just do that or just make me forget everything as soon as I leave here?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've never done it before. I'm new to this whole thing. I've been around. I know people. But this side of things, these kinds of people, I don't know as well. On my honor, I will do nothing to you that you do not want me to. That's not how I roll.
Could you give me another charisma and empathy here to convince him that you're telling the truth? The standard 6.
Okay. Check to do the math right. Yep. I'm going to spend a willpower to make that not a failure.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
He eases up a little bit, not as much as you were hoping, but he nods. I'll think about it. But first, I want an apology from him.
All right. Can I trust you to sit around for a second? I want to make sure we're all on the same page before you get your apology.
He nods. Not like I have much else to do.
All right.
Everyone who I came down here with is, dead.
Well,
Well,
you might be surprised about that. I might know a bar where you can find an acquaintance. We can talk about that
Too
later.
late.
What?
Too late. Isaac's already gone, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, so after the conversation, Gabe's just going to get up. He's kind of going to gesture at Patrick to, like, hold on.
Oh, no, yeah. Patrick says that he's been, like, keeping an ear out.
Yeah.
He's heard that whole conversation.
All right, because you got freakish hearing.
It's wiping a tear.
Yeah.
What do your fucked up ears hear? Everything, apparently. Anyway.
Everything.
So Gabe's gonna stroll out of the bar. Because check his phone, I guess, as he's doing it. So does he see that Danny's here? I guess he'd see that Danny's here, right? Just in an alleyway.
Yeah, you'd see like 50 messages from Danny on your phone. Who, what, where, when, why, how.
Wherefore? That's also just
some
why.
that are just question marks.
So he's gonna walk out of the bar, head back to the alleyway. I assume he's gonna see everyone else there, or timing wise, maybe Danny and Theo are just arrived. I guess.
I think it would make sense for them to, like, this is after Jose left for his car.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess like it could be kind of an interesting thing. Yeah, if it's like Danny's like about to get in the car, basically.
Danny's about to get in the car.
Right. Yeah, because we kind of finished our conversation and we were basically, all right, well, let's just go back to the bar so we can show Jose the document stuff.
Right.
But yeah, but then basically fucking
Like the
Danny
last
goes to the
resort
car
bar,
and he
not
just-
this bar. Yes.
Yeah. But I think it's literally, yeah, you come out with him, right? And Danny's like, and he just looks up and they just fucking see each other like across the
Oh,
street.
he's not coming out. He's staying in the bar.
He's in the bar.
He's in the
it's
bar.
just
Okay, so,
Gabe
yeah,
coming
so
out.
he's. Well, yeah, so that still makes sense though. As I'm saying, he looks
like
up and sees
he
Gabe.
looks up with Gabe.
Yeah. And yeah, you see Dan doesn't say anything, right? He's just like staring at you like deer in headlights, right? And there's just like it's just his face is just a pure like question, right? It's just like what is it? Right? How did it go?
I think Gabe's gonna like wave him over, like, let's not shout this out across the street.
Yeah, Danny, you know, you can see he has like almost swallows hard. Like if he could be paler, he would be, right? As I imagine, like the keys like in the car, like in the car door, right? And he kind of looks down at it like for a second, almost like you're kind of frozen. And then he sighs and pulls out the car key and walks across the street to Gabe.
Evening.
So, is he,
He's in there.
okay, what?
We talked. He's okay with heading home. But he's insistent on an
Really?
apology.
Yeah, Danny, like, blinks, like, just dumbfounded, right? That's what he wants? An apology?
That's what he said. I mean, maybe that's what he's saying just to get closer to you, pull something. I don't know. But that's what he told me. I also offered to do some memory alterations if he wants. Not sure if he's going to take me up on that one yet, though. But anyway, your part. Are you prepared to give an apology?
I'd be prepared to give anything. I
All right.
never thought he'd want that from me. But yeah, I can do that.
Do you know what you want to say? Do you need a minute?
Yeah, I think I know.
All right. Let's go in.
Hey,
What's that?
Gabe?
Yeah.
Even if this ends up going sideways, thank you.
You're welcome. I figured everyone's made a lot of mistakes in our lives. We, pardon the expression, we're only human. We're imperfect beings. Yeah. And if you want a second go at it, I think that's everyone's birthright. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, Danny will walk into the bar, and you can see as he walks in. I assume I see him pretty much immediately as I like, look at the bar area, right? Yeah.
Oh. Yes, when you enter, you see that he's turned his seat around to face kind of sideways, more so he can face out to the entryway, because previously he had his back to it. And as you enter, he glares daggers at you, but he's not outright hostile. He just isn't the happiest to see you, and understandably so.
Yeah. Danny walks forward slowly. Every step takes just a mountain of effort, right? To his feet just kind of fall dead and heavy with each step as he goes, and you can see he looks down. He doesn't meet his gaze, right? He looks down and away from him, and he looks just utterly ashamed. And you see Danny eventually makes it to the bar after what seems like an eternity, and he sits down at the seat next to him.
I think before you say anything, the man holds out a picture of this cute little girl with pigtails and a little overall dress that's embroidered with butterflies and bees and flowers. And he points to it. This is my daughter. Her name's Sandy. I'm sure you remember her, and I'm Brandon Pierce, and he holds out his hand to you.
Yeah, he turns and he's staring at the picture, right? And he slowly kind of shakily extends the hand.
So, do you have a name?
Yeah. Daniel. Rose. I don't have a kid to show you.
He doesn't say anything at that. He just continues to look at you.
Yeah. Danny looks up and it takes in a breath raggedly. he looks over at him, right? I want you to know some things. You want an apology. You deserve that. And I am more sorry than you could know. You'll be glad to know that, at the very least, this will haunt me for the rest of however long this existence as a thing that I am remains. And I want you to know that you're right. People like me, I don't deserve to be walking around right now, doing whatever it is I want to do, living however I want to try to live. Not after what I've done to you. All I can say is that I just can't. I can't let you kill me. But you were right to try. Unfortunately, there's another, more right thing to do here. And that's to raise that little girl. And I just think that if letting you come at me until you won, if I let you come at me over and over again until you won, even if that was the right thing to do, I'd still be doing wrong by her. So I'm sorry. I know my apology doesn't mean anything. And I know it doesn't give you anything back. And it probably doesn't give you any closure either. But short of letting you leave here with my life, it's all I can give you. And I just can't give you that. Even if it's what you deserve. I'm sorry. And yeah, Danny just turns away, like looks at the bar, like his head like sunk.
After a moment, you hear him kind of sniffling, trying to pull himself together. Well, you didn't do the best job of convincing me that your kind are or shouldn't be hunted down. I understand, and I thank you. You have no idea how much this helps, and I've been wondering ever since your friend brought it up if I should forget all this, but I think it's worth it to keep all of this, all of the sleepless nights, all of the anxiety, the panic, the fear. I think it's worth it just to know that you'll remember this like I will. And you know what? If you end up outliving me, which is, I guess, the most likely option, we'll be living on in someone's memory, even if it's in a weird state like that. He shrugs. When you start hunting down supernatural creatures who transcend death, you start to think about what happens when you die. And I gotta say, it's rough. At least you guys, in theory, have eternity.
Yeah, he looks at him, right? And he finally meets his eyes, right? We may have eternity, but you had each other. You had something real. A real, living human love. Even if it was taken away from you, you had that. And that's something we can never have. Keep the you should keep the memories. You shouldn't let us take her from you again. And I don't know what happens after you die. Normally, or twice, or whatever. But if there's even a shred of anything beyond that threshold, she's there. And she knows you did your best.
He pauses for a moment and looks at you. Thank you. I think at this point it's only fair. He motions to Gabe. I'm sure you guys already know this, but someone's looking for him, and we were hired to get rid of you. I don't know if that helps at all, but whoever she was, she's really pissed. But seeing you, I can't imagine why. He extends a hand to you, Gabe. Thank you for arranging all of this. I'm glad that at least some of you can act human.
Well, important to have a little compassion. Even better to have some more. I'm glad that your experience still left you with some. Plenty. It's a terrible thing to see people burned up by what they've done, by what others have done. Have you thought about my offer?
He nods. I'm keeping my memories.
I don't blame you.
Though. He sighs heavily. I mean, I have a couple more days before my flight goes back. We planned it for about 3 weeks, so, he gives a kind of a pathetic laugh, like, you know any good places in Houston to visit?
Most what I know is churches. If you're into that thing, I can give you recommendations, but no harm, no foul if you don't wanna.
At that, he kind of laughs. Oh, well, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Why the hell not?
All right. I guess Gabe's just gonna grab like a bar napkin and a pen, if there's one lying around, like a receipt or something, and just like write down a couple different names.
Yeah, Danny like stumbles out, right, of the bar, right? Just he looks like empty, right? Like it's just you, like I think Gabe can see, right, how just like he looks so tired, right? And so like distraught, right? But also it like, because I think especially, you know, Gabe being a pastor, right? He's talked to people, he's given people admonition, right? So I think he recognizes that look when someone's just had that, like a weight lifted out of them that was bearing down on them.
I imagine he's still pretty like drained though. It's not like he's skipping out the bar, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he's exhausted, but like you can see the look of like you know, the weight's been lifted off of him, right? Yeah. So it's like it's almost this bizarre like look. And Gabe, he kind of looks to outside of the bar and he looks at Gabe, right? And I think you can see, right? You know, it's that the very like classic vampire fashion, right? You know, the unnatural look as you look, and you can see there's like blood that is like streaming out of Danny's eyes, right? From his you know, because like his tear ducts don't work anymore, right?
Right.
But he just can't. It just seems to come out of him, right? He can't help it. And you see this confused, almost broken down, but at the same time lifted up Danny. This blood streaming down his face, this vulnerable but unnatural creature. And I think the last thing we see is Danny just turns to him and he hugs Gabe. And the last like sound we hear as like it kind of like moves away is just a single like sobbing heave.
Fucking, they forgot Patrick at the bar. What the fuck?
Patrick fell asleep at the bar.
Do you think we forgot something? If you can't remember it, it's not important.
If we forgot, it's not important. It's just fucking Patrick.